Greetings, YouTube. I might be insane. Actually, we know I'm already insane. We have been asking the community of subscribers and viewers all the past week to vote for their favorite champs, and we have compiled 6 different lists to represent 6 different classes. For the final poll, and we're going to do this every couple months, we are going to list the top 10 champs in order of all 10 classes combined, and I just asked the community in the first poll 4 of the top 6. The final 2 will go into the next poll along with Nick Fury and Human Torch between Hercules, Doctor Doom, Ghost, and Apocalypse. And right now, Hercules and Doom, as expected, are taking the top 2 spots pretty convincingly, with Apocalypse at 11% and Ghost at 5%.
Yeah.
So, Mama Bear's here as well. Mama, this is going to be wild.
I think it's going to be crazy, but it'll be fun. Yes, Anthony, where is Killmonger?
DRC's also says he's writing in Red Skull, so no controversy.
For the write-in vote.
What up, The Exit? Shout out to Riley Griffin, who we've had some dueling top spots on the Student of the Night for tonight, and it's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Riley, and he's now donated a combination of $32 on his birthday. You know how blessed I am to have people celebrate their birthday, to spend time with me in general, and not only to support the channel financially. Like, literally, I can't explain it. I'm too blessed. When I tell strangers that people do that, they're like, "You're lying." And I would think that my life was a lie too if I didn't get to live it. Gotta be honest. Okay. So, we are at 78 votes, which, by the way, we have the most viewers we've ever had for one of these, which I appreciate all of you who spread the word to say, hey, we want this record to be as accurate as possible to reflect, and of course there are going to be people who are ticked off. But right now, Hercules leads Doom by about 10%. I do think, given the margins of number 3 and number 4, the 2 definitive things we've learned from this first poll are the top 2 spots. The next poll will be for spot number 3. I don't think that's, I think, because this is already going to be one of the longest videos, if not the longest video I've ever produced on my channel. I don't want this to go longer than it has to be. So, we are also 11 votes away from the first time ever getting 100 votes on a 2-minute poll, which is really hard to do if you've never tried doing YouTube. The Exit said even his kids are staying awake for the poll. I wouldn't tell your kids someday that they stayed awake for the poll, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hercules has increased the lead to 52%. Doom at 36.
I mean, I voted for Hercules.
So I have never voted in any of my polls because, unlike the great KT1, I don't have the expertise knowledge that I can say definitively means you should listen to me. The only
I don't have Hercules, and I voted for him only because based off of gameplay I've seen, and Your Trash has him, and you know.
By the way, there was a time where Ghost would have gotten like 90% of the vote. Can we just appreciate right now she's at 4%? She's the write-in candidate right now. That's amazing.
She's still standing strong.
Also, the Kraken says, you may want to check out... What? Is that you, Kraken? So, as we're doing the longest and most important video maybe ever for my channel, the Kraken drops an Odin.
What?
That's what I just said. Sorry, Riley, birthday boy. Kraken, who's your favorite champ? Okay, we're 1 vote away. Once we get to 100 votes, we're starting the next poll. Bobby said I'm sitting out this one. That's really fun. Boy, the Kraken really made the Kraken. Okay. We are going to end the poll. Shout out to OG311 who started tonight's PayPal. Okay, we ended the poll. We got to 100 votes. So I can confidently say the data says this is not just like, oh, well, it's Prof's channel. It could be biased. Hercules 1, Doctor Doom 2. That is...
You know what's perfect is that there's an even 100 people.
Yeah, that's true too. Ryan, can I get her? Okay, so now we are going with the other 4 number 1s from the list. We're carrying over Ghost and Apocalypse with Nick Fury and Human Torch. Here we go. If it's really close, we'll do mini polls after this. Again, I've prepared for knowing this is going to be the longest video I've produced on the channel. I'd rather it go a little bit longer and have it be accurate, which is sadly not my my full motto in life because of, well, reasons. Nick Fury jumps out to a huge lead. What?
That's crazy.
Didn't see that coming. Also, life motto. We have 112 viewers right now. 66 votes in the first minute. That's another record. All right, Apocalypse has fought back, but Nick Fury. This is a much closer poll if you're not watching this live. Human Torch is at 18%, Ghost at 16%, Nick Fury at 38%, and Apocalypse at 27%. I can already tell you that this is going to be a controversial one. So what we're going to do...
I definitely would not put Nick Fury over Apocalypse, but that's just me. I voted Apocalypse.
So what we would do, if the results stay, because I really want this to be as accurate as possible, we will do a head-to-head Nick Fury versus Apocalypse poll next to see if Ghost and Human Torch are taking away some of those votes.
Aman Sharma, please stop spamming.
But wow, I thought Nick Fury would maybe be in third, not first. See, this is why I don't make polls. Can't grind, unless you're talking about the arena.
Truer words would never spoken, things that we don't want to see.
Also, we're 11 votes away from 100, and I think 100 votes or more really, as Mama Bear said, makes it a good sample size. Yes,
100. It's like the perfect statistical number.
All right, so Riley, birthday boy, has donated another $2 just to let me know. Sorry, the Kraken, I missed this. That Apocalypse is his profile pic. So, sorry for the delay, but it is now visible. And Kevin says he'd vote Black Widow Clairvoyant ahead of Nick Fury. Wow. Okay, we are 3 votes away from 100, and then we're moving to a head-to-head poll of Nick Fury versus Apocalypse.
Come on, Apocalypse.
One more vote. I gotta be honest. I would not have guessed that at all. That is shocking.
Sometimes I really hate fighting Tigra. You know that?
Oh, yeah. All right, we got to 101 votes. Okay, so we are going to do a head-to-head to break this up. Just 2 people next to one another. Okay, Nick Fury. All right, here we go. Nick Fury versus Apocalypse. This will determine the 3 spot right now. Here we go. I am kind of impressed with the community vote on this. Shows what I know, which is very little, but also how to take notes. All right. Apocalypse immediately comes out in the lead, but then Nick Fury comes right back.
This is crazy.
And there's only a 4% difference in the 75 votes? Gosh, this is a fun way to do it. Who knows what's scientifically accurate? Everything's subjective to a certain extent, but remember, we're going to revisit this every couple months. So if your champ doesn't win now, get your supporters together and come back in a couple months. With 90 votes in, Nick Fury leads 52-48. Now 51-49 with 96 votes.
Come on, Apocalypse.
I don't...
I think Apocalypse just has more utility than Nick Fury.
Apocalypse just jumped Nick Fury. I feel like we're watching a horse race. Those of you who didn't watch this live can't see. It's like a radio call from 1935. Oh my
It's
gosh.
tied.
It is tied with 102 votes. I would imagine it is almost statistically impossible to do that. And we could do 1,000 polls and not have that happen 102 votes. 104 votes, it's still tied. We're going to keep this poll open until there's a winner, even if it's by 1%. 105 votes, it's still tied.
I live in Chicago. I should be able to vote twice.
Well, you know some people are logging into their different YouTube accounts.
That's true. I need to get Trashy and TZ.
Wow. So, whoever loses...
You can legitimately call it a tie and then just go to number 5.
Well, I don't want to have a tie. But Apocalypse just took the lead in 110 votes by 2%. And now it's back to 50-50. We do not have ties on this channel. We don't even wear ties.
So when are you going to call it?
When there's a winner. Okay.
Okay.
We are going to go once and then go twice. Now Apocalypse is up by 4%. Okay. We're going to call it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. By 4% with 116 votes. Apocalypse with a 4% lead. For those of you who are mad that it's not Nick Fury, I understand. It is the widest of, or the closest of margins. We will revisit this going forward, but now we go to the 5th spot, and thank you for the $10 holler, Kevin Martin. If Black Widow Clairvoyant destroys this category, we'll do a poll with her up in the lead. But we've got to do a combination now of Human Torch, Ghost, and then the 2...
Nick Fury and Claire.
No, we got Nick Fury already. Black Widow, Clairvoyant, and then the other champion that got the most votes in the other polls was Kitty Pryde. So we got to go with the people who were voted in most before to determine this. And this can still move up, but here we go.
Oh, I don't know this one. This is hard. I'm torn between Black Widow, Clairvoyant, and Kitty Pryde.
Boy, more things you're not used to saying on this channel.
Right? I'm going Black Widow.
Oh, my word. Also, 0... Okay, so Black Widow Clairvoyant started out in a huge lead, but then Kitty said, haha, hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Mm-hmm. Even though I'm not old enough to drink. Y'all... I don't think I've ever been as shocked as how little people care about Ghost right now in 2022. She has been in last place of every poll we've asked so far. So it's Kitty Pryde at 40, Black Widow Clairvoyant 23, Human Torch 26, Ghost 11. So if this poll remained consistent, the next thing we would do is have a head-to-head between Black Widow, Clairvoyant, and Human Torch. As somebody that loves data but hates taking math classes, this has been really fun to do. I don't know how fun it is to watch or to vote in, and obviously it's going to be less fun to watch when you're not actively voting in it, so I never know if anybody even watches these once I post them, but it's important to post the raw data for the community. All right. So Kevin Martin has just suggested something that's a really good idea. Everyone is really close but Ghost. Yeah. So we are going to end this poll and redo it with only 3 options. Thank you, Kevin, for the suggestion. I think that is a great idea. Again, first time we've done this. So Ghost has been relegated, as you across the pond folks would say. Now, it's just Kitty Pryde, Human Torch, and Black Widow Clairvoyant. We learned that Ghost ain't there. Alright. Poll is live. Master of Devils, I'm sorry. Doc Ock is not going to appear at any poll today. He was...
Yeah.
He was not even in the top 10 of his own class as voted on by the community. In fact, he wasn't even an honorable mention. All right, well, the theory was that the vote would be closer between Black Widow Clairvoyant and Kitty Pryde if we took out Ghost, but so far that theory has not been accurate. In fact, Black Widow Clairvoyant has fallen to third behind Human Torch and Kitty Pryde.
This is interesting.
Yeah, no, it is. Kitty Pryde has been consistently at the top of both polls. Everything else is flipped.
Itty bitty interesting.
You just never know.
You really never do.
Okay. Kitty is the new Ghost, Silly says. All right, we have 100 votes, which is our goal. And remember, y'all, just because somebody loses in a top 10 poll in the game, like, to be in the top 10 champs of all of MCOC is crazy. Okay, so now what we have to do is... We got 104 votes. Kitty Pryde destroyed it. We got to go... Thank you for all those who were voting. That went faster than I thought it would. But also, we're 8 likes away from 100. We got to go... now we're going for the 6th spot. Black Widow Clairvoyant. Human Torch. And then the next 2 highest voters on that list would be... We'll still technically go Ghost, but we've also got to go... Ooh. It was a tie between Warlock and Cosmic Ghost Rider. Whoever gets the higher vote between Ghost and Warlock will stay in the poll, and the other one will be placed by Cosmic Ghost Rider in the next poll. Here we go.
Oh, man, this one's hard.
So, whoever wins between Ghost and Warlock will stay, and we'll replace them with Cosmic Ghost Rider in the next one.
I'm torn between Black Widow and Warlock.
There are no wrong answers.
Oh, boy.
Also, Riley says Kingpin should be in the poll for the 10th spot consideration. Riley, I know it's your birthday, and I appreciate the donation. But Kingpin ain't showing up in this top 10 poll. He finished number 3 in his class. Mole Man will show up before Kingpin. All right. So, this poll just kicked Ghost out. So now what we're going to do is end this poll. Thank you for everyone voting. And do a new poll with the same options except Cosmic Ghost Rider has replaced Ghost. Ghost may not be in the top 10 now, despite the fact that when we did a poll earlier in the week, she was the number 1 tech. Maybe she'll be number 10.
Doesn't say much for the tech class, does it?
Technically, it doesn't. All right, Cosmic Ghost Rider is in this one, for those of you who have long been waiting for him. Warlock, Black Widow, Clairvoyant, and Human Torch. All right. Also, it's worth noting that we have now flipped Warlock and Ghost on our tech poll based off of this larger data set. And holy cow,
Cosmic Ghost Rider running away with it.
Cosmic Ghost Rider is running away with it, but then things get a little closer. What's up, Morax?
Ryan, you're not wrong.
Okay. Oh man, we're gonna have some fun with this next poll then. Again, this might be a 40-minute video. And yeah, sorry, Nimrod made he was number
Hi, Joel.
4, so wouldn't make this one. All right, so Cosmic Ghost Rider won that by such a large margin that we now have to do an emergency poll between Cosmic Ghost Rider and Kitty Pryde for the number 5 spot. So get ready. Just mano-y-mano. Warlock and Black Widow Clairvoyant, we'll save them for the next poll. 1 like away from 100, by the way.
Woohoo!
Bye, Evan. All right, poll is live. By the way, I know you Human Torch fans are sad, but I think Human Torch is solidly in the number 7 spot, which is still really good. Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
Are you looking at this?
Yeah.
All right, y'all, with 55 votes in, Cosmic Ghost Rider leads Kitty Pryde by 2%, and then Kitty Pryde now leads
And then it flips.
by 2%. This is so much fun. Again, who knows how scientifically accurate it is? Everything is subjective to a certain point, but I do think when the community says somebody gets 50% or 60%, even like 45% of the vote, that's significant.
Right.
The Kraken, he will be on the final poll. All right, 94 votes in. Cosmic Ghost Rider holds a 2% lead. Bama Boy, shout out to Bama Boy, and hadn't think Bam's hacking the polls. I wouldn't put it past him. All right. Oh my word. With 98 votes, we have our second tie of the night.
Wow.
OG 311-4 was Nick Fury. All right, Kitty Pryde takes the top spot back by 2%. Who, remember, lost to Nick Fury by 3%. Y'all, I was not expecting this at all. This has been, again, a lot of fun. And sorry, Todd, Human Torch lost out pretty significantly to both Kitty Pryde and Cosmic Ghost Rider in the 2 polls. But still beat out Warlock and Black Widow Clairvoyant fairly easily. All right, Cosmic Ghost Rider has a 2% lead again. We're going to go 1 more minute, and then we're going to end this poll and go to the 8th spot.
This is crazy.
This is crazy. And what's also fun about this, again, in the end, what's the difference between number 6 and number 7? Bragging rights, right? But regardless, it's good.
Not much.
So every couple months, hopefully this is going to be the start of a tradition which we're going to do for years on this channel. So every couple months, hopefully the word gets out. We get more people to vote. The bigger the sample size, the more statistically significant the data. And hopefully as time goes on, we'll feel even better about the rankings. But right now, it's been significant.
Right.
All right. So, with 112 votes, Cosmic Ghost Rider wins by 2%. I could easily see it flipping, but votes are votes now actually by 4%. Okay. So, now we're doing the spot for number 8. Thank you, the 114 people who voted. And we're taking the number 2 list. Whoops. We're going to end that poll. Taking the number 2. Sorry, y'all. I went to put in a options and YouTube glitched. Okay, so Black Widow, Clairvoyant, the highly requested Mole Man, who is number 2 on the list. Warlock. And technically, it's either a Mortal Abomination to finalize that last spot or Ghost. But I think Ghost still got more votes than a Mortal Abomination. So we're going to ask the community this. Ghost was number 1 in her class before tonight. Now she is falling faster than the economy. Oh, man. All right. After 78 votes, it is Warlock and Black Widow Clairvoyant who are neck and neck. Ghost and Mole Man, who have fallen. Ghost is the most consistent last place of anyone tonight. Dale says, it's Mole God. Well, Mole God right now is in 3rd place, buddy. And Ryan Shang-Chi finished 4th behind Kingpin, Mole Man, and Nick Fury on that list. Okay, now Black Widow, Clairvoyant, and Warlock are in a side-by-side vote. Okay, so we're going to end this poll and do a head-to-head poll for the 8th spot. Black Widow, Clairvoyant versus Warlock.
Oh, this is getting so hard.
Again, not things I normally hear. All right. Fight for your champ. This will determine it. I promised this video would be longer. We would do 4 options, then 2 options, then side by side. Black Widow Clairvoyant holds a 12% lead after 79 votes. This is way more fun than when I covered presidential election coverage for National Public Radio. This is like miles better. Wallace Quake wasn't the highest on the list of science champs, but I think that's mostly because she's not available as a 6-star. If she was available at the 6-star, I could see her really climbing up the rankings. But when you're talking about Quake, you're talking about a 5-star with her health, unless you play perfectly, which a lot of people can't, between Map 8, Alliance Quest, Top Alliance War, soon to be Act 8. The 5-star just isn't holding up. All right, Black Widow Clairvoyant, in another shocker, is up by 20%. Master of Devils, I don't know if it would be fun to do a top 10 worst champs of each class. That would just be depressing. I don't know. I don't think that's worth people's time. I appreciate the thought.
I think that would be fun, though.
I mean, if we do shots.
Yes, let's do it that way.
I think the community could be on board with that. Okay, with 104 votes, this was not close. Black Widow Clairvoyant takes the number 8 spot. Remember, Human Torch beat her out for number 7. That's a weird phrase. Okay, now we are on to number 10. If you're just now joining us, Hercules 1, Doctor Doom 2, Apocalypse 3, Nick Fury 4, Cosmic Ghost Rider 5, Kitty Pryde 6, Human Torch 7, Black Widow Clairvoyant 8, Warlock 9. Now, the 10 spot is going to be, as it always is, the most controversial, and this is probably the most subjective, but we are not going to shy away from concluding this top 10 poll. You can't do a top 10 poll with 9 champs. So, we are still, for the moment, including Ghost. Immortal Abomination joins this poll, finally, to those of you who have asked for him.
Yeah, well, I agree, Exit.
Oh, should we just leave out Ghost?
I would at this point. She
All right,
hasn't
you know what?
won.
We're leaving out Ghost.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
We are bringing in the 3rd mutant champion on our mutant list, who is Red Mags. And Technically, if we're going by votes, Archangel would be the 4th vote. Screw it, we're doing it. Here we go.
Oh boy. I'm torn between Red Mags and Archangel.
That's a good problem to have.
I know. I'm only going to go with Red Mags because I use them more often.
Ghost is out of the top 10 and got passed up. She's now number 2 on her own class poll because so many people voted for Warlock. We've flipped it. This is more data than we had the previous week, so you know you can't stay consistent when the science changes and the data changes. So be it. Right now, we can all agree that the mutant class is dominating this one. Red Mags 35, Archangel 30, Mole Man 21, Mortal Abomination. Okay, so if this stays the same, we will have a head-to-head. And this is really going to make Mama Bear freak out. Okay. I really appreciate everybody who's voted tonight. It has made this extremely fun. Right now, Ghost, by the way, if you're keeping track at home, is like 16th. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. Because the poll is pretty convincing that it's a 2-person race between Red Mags and Archangel. We're gonna end it, and our last poll of the night is gonna be Archangel versus Red Mags for the 10 spot.
Oh, man.
Whoever gets second will be the 11th spot. First honorable mention. All right. Good luck to everybody who's voting. Also, Ryan Corvus finished in the 3rd spot, even though I know he's our favorite. So for the top 10, top 15 list, we might do the next 10 sometime this week, and we'll ask about Corvus. Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
This is so close. This really represents so much. Hmm. 54% go Red Mags. And Red Mags might get the 10 spot. The final poll we'll do, because there is only one person we haven't put in the poll that Ryan and OG311 speak of the truth, is Corvus. We'll throw Corvus in the final poll.
For honorable mention?
Yeah, top honorable mention. Okay, 106 votes. Red Mags looks to be the winner by 6%. He'll get the 10 spot. Archangel will get the 11. And then the final poll of the night, the final poll of the night, is going to be the 11 spot. Best head-to-head for the 12th spot. And we'll see if everybody agrees with Corvus, because we're bringing in our 4 honorable mention heavy hitters. That's Corvus, that's Mole Man, that's Immortal Abomination, and yes, For those of you who think she's been so disrespected, she's now crazy underrated, Ghost is still on our list. All right.
That was easy for me. Corvus glue.
We'll see. Holy.
I use him all the time.
This is vindicating all the people who made fun of me for taking him as my first rank 4. If you're just joining this, Archangel is the 11. Okay, if Corvus wins this, which right now he's at 51%. I know I've said final poll 3 times, but we can't end with a incomplete data set. We will do Corvus versus Archangel for that top honorable mention spot. Okay. All right. So, Corvus wins. Mole Man number 2. So many people are going to be complaining about Ghost, but she's number 4. Actually, no. Ghost is number 3. Mortal Abomination's number 4. All right. Final poll of the night. We will revisit this in a couple months. Best honorable mention spot. Corvus versus Archangel. Here we go. Mama, who'd you vote for?
Corvus.
Holy cow. Well, we have a battle going on. It was 70-30, and now it's 53-47.
I mean, Corvus is just like guaranteed crit.
Again, thank you to everybody who stuck around and voted. We have a list now that we will revisit every couple months, and it'll be a lot easier to go by it because we have a template. And it is within 10%. It's now within 4%. Corvus versus Archangel.
The only bad thing about Corvus is his first fight.
Yeah. But this feels like the right poll, didn't it? Because it's down to a 51-49. So, 85 votes. We'll have our ideal amount of data in the next, now 92 votes, in the next 8 votes or so. So, oh my gosh. Mama, are you seeing this?
It's tied.
It's tied. 3rd time tonight. And now Archangel has passed him up. Time Master. Wow, didn't know that. All right, with 99 votes, Archangel has remained in his top honorable mention by 4%. Corvus at number 12.
Okay, I mean, hey, you know, the people have voted.
Yeah.
I may not agree with it, but I don't care.
Wow, the AA fans are excited and the Corvus fans are ticked.
I mean, they're both awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And now the lead grows to 6%.
So, there you go.
Yeah. Archangel might have lost his head-to-head battle with Red Mags, but he has beaten Corvus. Justin, that I thought about that, but it just gets too complicated. I don't know. Awaken versus unawakened.
That would be hard.
Yeah, it's just, it sounds more exhausting than enjoyable.
I mean, they're both awesome champs, and you can't go wrong with either one.
All right, so in conclusion, as we allow the few people who are trickling in to vote for the final time, our list after 40 minutes of debate. Hercules 1, Doctor Doom 2, Apocalypse 3, Nick Fury 4, Cosmic Ghost Rider 5, Kitty Pryde 6, Human Torch 7, Black Widow Clairvoyant 8, Warlock 9, Red Mags 10, and our top 2 honorable mentions, Archangel 11 and Corvus 12. I know there's going to be plenty of people who disagree with this list, but I also think it's a pretty good list. I feel good about it.
Yep.
It also represents which class is the best, which, as the Kraken, shout out to our student of the night, just said, mutant class best, tech worst. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and conclude this because we've already gone long past time, and this is officially the longest video I've ever put out that's not an interview on my channel. I appreciate your patience. I don't know if anybody's actually going to watch this back, but if you want to be a part of this, we will promote our next week, which won't happen for at least a month, probably closer to 2 months, and we'll revisit all these. And obviously there'll be new champs between now and then that fight their way into it. Black Cat will have a lot more use. Scorpion, you know, you name them. And thanks for hitting that like button too. One of our best liked sessions ever. Have a good one, y'all. Good night.
Good night.